Greetings, peace and love, freedom and decolonization. One of the difficult things to do in this present time is to think. You see, many people want to believe that they are thinking. And I would even say many people think that they are thinking or want to believe that they are thinking, but in reality, they are not thinking. They are just reacting to stimuli that they have been subjected to. Thinking at this particular moment is very, very difficult exercise. When we grew up, actually, we were taught in school to think. I mean, for those who did French education, whatever it is, there was something that we used to call calcul mental. So that means mental calculations. So they will tell you to lift your hand and they ask you a question, or they give you an equation and they give you 3 seconds. Once you put your hand down, you must write the answer and then lift your hand again. So this was very important to train us, to exercise our brain, to try to think. And now we almost don't think because we have a lot of things that think for us. When it comes to calculations, we're using calculators to think for us, even to memorize stories, important stories, or things for us. You have a Google to answer your questions, to think for you. You have now artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Copilot, all these things think for us. Instead of using our brain, we're using this thing to think for us. Right? There was a time when I remember knowing or memorizing the phone numbers of about 7 of my relatives. Some people can memorize even 15 numbers, but today we struggle with our own numbers even to memorize. If you have 2 phone numbers, probably you don't know your second number. You have to double check it. Your bank digits, you don't even memorize it. So I'm saying all of this to make a point that we're living in a society where thinking has become something of the past because we have a lot of tools that think for us. In fact, I can even say that we're living in a society of plentitude. How can I put it? In society that we call in French, in society, the plenitude. In society where we have a lot of things. We have a plenty of things where we are fully capacitated, but we don't have the meaning. We have all the tools that you want, all the technology that one can need, all there's lots of money in the world today. We have lots of people with lots of money, all type of tools that you want to make your life comfortable, to give you an experience that we think or that we deem to be spectacularly wonderful than the experience of our forefathers or our ancestors who were just hunters or gatherers. But when you go to the core of life that we have today, you find that in most cases, and for many people, the life has no meaning. You only realize that when you are towards the end of your life, then you ask yourself, what did I do with the life that was given to me? What has been my experience? What kind of footprint that I leave as I'm about to depart from this world? And that you realize that you should have done something else. You should have lived a different kind of life, which you didn't live, or you missed to live it, because, coming back to the point, we don't think. So I'm saying this because I see a lot of things happening in the society. You see really people being moved, and you ask yourself, are they really being moved in whatever they are doing, the actions they are taking? Are they being moved by themselves, by their own decisions, by their own thoughts, or they are being moved by stimuli to which they have been subjected? And that is what we see today. Many people don't think. Many people think they are thinking, or like to believe that they are thinking, but they are not thinking. They are actually just reacting to stimuli. It's what it takes is just to have a crooked politician to come and tell you that you are suffering because the person next to you is making you suffer. So you elect me. I kick this person out of here, and then your life is going to be better. Or a preacher will just tell you that you are suffering because you don't pray in my church. So you come and I pray for you. You give me the money that you have. Like I saw a video where this Indian pastor was telling people, even if you have the money for rent, even if you have money for school fees for children, even if you have the money to buy your dream house, just bring it to me and you will see what's going to happen. Well, it's good to hear those kind of stuff, but really, is that kind of preaching coming out of really the Spirit of God, or is something that somebody just invents to make you spend on him? And many people react to this kind of thinking, or this kind of stories, or this kind of stimuli, thinking that they are thinking, but they are not thinking. For me, thinking is about questions. Because when you say that I'm thinking about this object, it means you're asking questions about that object. You are looking at it from different angles, different perspectives, asking a lot of questions. Why is this like this? Why does it have this color, this shape? What can I do with it? What does it do? All those are questions that are pertaining to the process of thinking. And after all those questions, you come up with the answer. Because after any thinking, or after every thinking, you have to be able to come up with the resolution of your thinking, or the answer or the result of your thinking. But if you are just reacting to what has been put in you, you are not thinking. You are automaton, and that is what is the reality. And that is the reality for many people today in the world. So I don't want to point fingers, but I just felt like it was necessary to share this message with young Africans. Anything that you are doing, the action that you are doing for your politician, is it coming out of your thoughts, your decision, or is just a stimuli because politician has manipulated you? Right? Anything that you do, is it the result of your thoughts, or it is just a stimuli? Because we are designed to function from the head to hands, or in other words, from the thought to action. I did explain that in my first book, The Expropriation of the Mind Without Compensation. I laid out that philosophy or theory, whatever you want to call it, that a human being is designed to function from the thought to action, or from the head to hands. It means before your hands begins to work on something, your thought must precede that action of hands, to design that action, to create that action in your imagination. Then your hands will be working properly the way that's supposed to be. But if you just reach out with your hands, with your action, without focusing on your thoughts, it means you are putting yourself to work on the actions or on ideas that have been created by other people's mind, other people's thoughts. And you are making yourself a tool of those people and their agenda. And this is the problem in Africa today. We want to jump on actions without engaging our mind, while we are capable of creating life with our mind. We are capable of creating life, creating reality with our mind. Anything that you want, anything that you have ever dreamt for in this life can be done if you have just to spend the time, engage this engine here. Well, I hope this was a fruitful discussion for you. And if it is, or if it was, please kindly like the video, subscribe, and share to support us, to make our voice audible out there. Peace and love, freedom and decolonization to all African people, those at home, those abroad, and those in the future. If you have two shoes, please sell one and buy a sword, because now it is time for revolution. And this revolution is no longer on the streets, it's in the mind.